Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1164, and today's topic is neuroplasticity, a new method of learning, and we can say that improving of learning skill. So nowadays lot of research papers are coming from advanced countries, and they are mentioning that how neuroplasticity is playing important role in the learning of children, school going children. They may be primary school or secondary school or even university students and those who are preparing for very prestigious exam like UPSC exam in India. So neuroplasticity, we should understand the meaning of this word. Actually, neuro means brain, so we can call it brain plasticity. Plasticity means molding easily. Just like when children are playing with clay, so they can mold it to any shape. So molding of your brain neural connectivity, neuron cells, their new connectivity, new ability, that is called neuroplasticity. And neuroplasticity is playing very important role in your intellect, in your memory. The reason is that if you remember, I delivered at least 8 lectures on one topic that is called neuroparenting. So one is neuroparenting, and this one is neuroplasticity. So you have to understand these two terms very clearly. Neuroparenting means your newly born child, infant, starts learning when the female or mother conceives during pregnancy just after 4 months. The sound, the movement, feeling, emotion, that learning will start. That's why when child is born, child will first recognize his or her mother, her voice, her action, everything, because that child during the pregnancy, when the child was developing as an infant, at that time her senses and her brain, that is neuroplasticity, started functioning. The ability of your nervous system starts working. But here again, that learning is during pregnancy, and once child is born, then neuroparenting starts. Neuroparenting means you have to take care of child's two main brain function. One is called emotional brain, and second one is called reasoning, thinking. So any child, if suppose his brain is there, so this portion is for emotion and the front lobe is for thinking. I am not going to teach anatomy of the brain, but just very simple explanation to understand. Once we are talking of neuroplasticity or neuroparenting, means we are targeting the exercise of brain. And when we are talking of exercise, globally, people think of physical exercise. That is incomplete. when you are training your child or you are training yourself, you should train for both exercise. One is called physical exercise and second one is called mental exercise. So you have to do the exercise for mental and second one physical exercise. Everybody knows about physical exercise. Early in the morning, they are advised by physicians to go and have gentle walking, jogging, attending the gym, to do some heavy exercise, stretching exercise, lot of physical exercise is given. But physiotherapists are those attendant who are the supervisor of gym. They will never say that, sir, there are two exercises. One is physical, that is 50%, and the 50% is your mental exercise. And that mental exercise is nothing but improving of neuroplasticity, brain plasticity, brain moldness to understand the new thing. So, for mental exercise, our brain, if I am saying brain, means it is the spongy mass of protein inside our head. It takes around 600 gram, 600 plus minus to every human being. That spongy mass protein is called brain. And what you are thinking, what is your dream, what is your imagination, what is your feeling, what is your emotion, what is your consciousness, all are nothing but mental state of your brain. So once we are saying to exercise, your brain exercise for learning purpose, that we are talking of mental state, the ability of those spongy mass to be more elastic and which can be molded and which can be repaired if any injury is there. So because of this neuroplasticity, lot of research papers I have gone through it. Very, very important work is going on. A lot of organic chemists, lot of engineers, even biologists, they are involved to understand the neurochemistry of brain so that in future the learning process will be more efficient. And at the same time, you know that artificial intelligence, different tools, they are getting day by day more and more effective, more and more smarter. So whatever our brain is there, we have to make our brain smart, highly skilled. And in that case, you should try to understand. If you go to my lectures on neuroparenting, I have given all these explanations about the brain chemistry, about the brain connectivity. But here I will just give some introduction. Your child is born, that is with feeling and emotion. There is no connectivity. Still neuroplasticity is about to come in action. So once the child starts observing day by day, the brain neuron cell connectivity will start, and more connectivity of the neuron cells with their wiring. It will become networking of wiring of neuron cells, and the more and more networking will make child more and more intelligent and more to learn new things. So I'm going to show that how the connectivity is there, and then after that I will explain one by one. So here you can see is a single cell, that is neuron cell in our brain, and how it is having the wiring connectivity. And this single cell, like this, there are billions of cells in our brain, and each cell is having lot of wiring, and this wiring, just like wire type, is there, and they are all connected with each other. So once you are reading, thinking, imagination, dreaming will go on improving the connectivity of lot of billions of cells. The more connectivity of neuron cells, the more networking of neuron cells, more learning and more imagination, more intelligence. Here what I am showing is a full picture of neuron connectivity, networking. The millions of cells are connected and they are making a person to learn, improving the ability of learning, the ability of getting new skill, creativity is because of the connectivity of neuron cells in our brain. So now I will call the old method of learning for children, school going students. The old method of learning was that when we were in our childhood, our parents, they used to advise us. Please, three things are very important if you want to get success in learning. First, be focused and be concentrated. Focus, and concentrate to your objective, to your aim, whatever you are reading. And after that, focus means, concentration means sit for hours, go on reading and go on revising. So reading and revision, continuous. What is there? Reading. And second is revision. So these four practices are there everywhere, globally. First, focus. Concentrate means your brain should not be, mind running here and there, because once you close your eye, sometimes you will be in Maiduguri city or sometimes you will be in Lagos city moving. That concentration means whatever you are reading, your brain is absorbing, you are focused, and then by reading and writing is also very important. Writing. So this is the method still people are practicing who are not fully aware of neuroplasticity of the new method of learning. So in totality, we can say the learning process goes with focus, concentration, reading, writing, revision continuously is not productive. And your child, if he or she is getting 99 or 100% marks in exam, is not success. That one is only by practicing revision. The whole brain development, neuroplasticity should be in action, should be improved. Only then he and she will be ready to face the challenges of the life. So we have to train our young generation, incoming generation, not only getting 99% exam by reading, writing, revision, and focusing, concentration, just like digesting and omitting. You have digested by reading and writing physically, and you are omitting in exam. After that, if any challenges in the life comes, you are running and weeping and crying because your brain plasticity, brain connectivity of each cells are not that much multiplied. So the new learning is you have to struggle, your child have to struggle to solve their own problem. Nowadays it is very common when we are teaching our child, and if we are giving any problem to our child and he is not able to solve, by emotion, by affection, by love. Once he is crying that he cannot solve, parents will jump, teachers will jump, they will bring ChatGPT, they will bring Google search, they will bring so many other devices to help. If you are doing this to your child, you are making your child mentally challenged. उसको आप बैसाखी दे रहे हैं. You are allowing your child not to improve the neuroplasticity, brain plasticity, doing the mental exercise. This is actually mental exercise. So what you do, if he says that he cannot solve this problem, he is failing, let him fail. Let him try again. Let him try again. And trying several times, going through the books, sweating. In the meantime, you can give your child good food, some good cold drink, so that he is getting enough energy in his or her brain to solve the problem, because now he is struggling, and that is your child's brain exercise. And please remember this sentence is very common in Nigeria, even in India also, any part of the world. Everybody is interested, the parents, by hook or crook, by any means, their children's grade should be A or 80%. So they will try all their political power, monetary power, position power to influence the teacher so that his or her child gets good grade. So you are going to get good grade for your child, but at the same time you are making your child suffer, because he is not going through, he is not struggling, he is not doing mental exercise to improve brain plasticity, lot of networking of the neuron cell in the brain, so that in future, if challenges are coming, life challenges, because life is different. If they are leaving university, school, and once they are joining the joblessness and competition, everything, then it will be very difficult for them. Even sometimes some social, political, or family problem, family issue comes, if child is not well trained, he is not well exercised in neuroplasticity, he will only cry, he cannot face the challenges of the life. So we have to prepare our child in such a way, by practicing neuroplasticity, by doing both exercise, physical and mental, so that he and she is ready to be a very good in behavior, in moral, in intellect, to become the asset and highly skilled, so that everywhere it will be asset. Now I am coming to the new method of teaching and learning. New method is, according to one scientist, he is a neurochemist, and his lot of papers are there. I have gone through some of his papers. I will mention his name, and that is his Stanford University at the moment in the USA. And he has discussed a lot about that is called non-sleep deep rest. That is called non-sleep deep rest. This non-sleep deep rest, according to latest publication in this year in August, his very good research paper is there. According to professor from Stanford University, he has mentioned this, that is called non-sleep deep rest is called relaxation of our brain, and this relaxation of our brain is going to improve a lot, up to 20% more, neuroplasticity of our brain to increase 20% learning ability of any child. So what is that? That is called non-sleep deep rest. That is called, you can say, mention it is NSDR, non-sleep deep rest. That is, I call it relaxation. And this concept, if we go by history, even 1,000-year-old history, even if you check the Avicenna book, Canon of Medicine, 1,000 years ago, he mentioned this. That is called meditation. And not only that, if you are Muslim by religion, and if you know the lifestyle of our Prophet, peace be upon him, he used to go sometimes alone in isolation for a few hours. That was nothing but relaxation, mental exercise, and is called non-sleep deep rest process. And I remember well, in my childhood, that was in district Balrampur. One area was there, Sahat Mat in Sravasti. We used to regularly visit because it is some 6-7 kilometers away from my district. So we used to go there as teachers will take to see all the historical, archaeological structures. So we used to see there Buddhist, because that is the spiritual or religious place of Buddhism, because Gautam Buddha came and he rested there, he stayed there under one tree. So I used to see that people are sitting and closing their eye like this. And I used to ask what they are doing. They are wasting their time. They said, no. They are meditating. They are in meditation. So now I understand that closing eye and sitting is actually doing the brain exercise. And that one today, in Stanford University, lot of research paper is coming that is very important to improve your neuroplasticity, the ability of your brain to think and then reasoning, dreaming, all these things. That's why relaxation is very important. So latest research says that one student or child, when they are reading and writing, after reading, they should close after 1 hour or 2 hours, close their eye, and in mind's of eye, in their mind there is eye, that is theoretical. Once you close your eye, you can dream and you can imagine a lot of things. Then they should start thinking all those things what they have read. So that one is going to play important role during this deep rest, that is non-sleep deep rest, and it is also called napping. Napping means, in our Indian language, in Urdu, they call it kalula, is also advised by our Prophet, peace be upon him, that when you are working somewhere, at least after 2-3 hours time, you sit and take napping. Napping in English word means at least 5-6 minutes relaxation, and that is deep rest without sleep. And that condition is going to change lot of neurochemistry of your brain, and the most important neurochemical nowadays is serotonin. Serotonin is so important that it is taking care of everything. If you are not happy, serotonin is fall. If you are feeling very weak, disgusted, anxiety, it means level of serotonin is less. If you don't have any interest, you are not responsible for your family members, you are idiot, you are not studying, is all the fall of serotonin, that is our neurochemical. So once you are going for such type of practice of your brain exercise, it is going to improve your plasticity, neuroplasticity, along with the status of your neurochemicals like serotonin, dopamine, amitriptyline. Lot of nitrogenous substances are produced, and that will help in more and more neuron cell connectivity. In total, it is called nervous system. So since time is running, I'm going to stop, but definitely second part, I will be delivering the lecture on this. The role of neuroplasticity is the new method of learning and improving the skill. And there I will be discussing some natural method of improving our neurochemicals. It's more especially the serotonin is a magic molecule. Lot of research publications are there. With this, I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.